afternoon, everybody. I'm Deb Sofield. You're listening to my weekly radio show called Encouragement for Your Life. Many of you know I'm a national speaker, trainer, and coach, and I help people find their voice and learn to use it. I also have a very large interview business, so if you've got somebody who needs to interview for college or a job, medical, dental, veterinary school, or the like, I hope you'll reach out at debsofield.com. I'm also a national speaker, and I primarily speak at national conferences as the keynote. I speak on public speaking, how to deal with the media, and crisis communication. If you're part of a team that handles the events, I hope you'll reach out at debsofield.com. You can also zip over to Amazon. I've got a number of books on the market. I'm also on Audible with my book, Speak Without Fear and Perfecting Your Platform. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more, just go to Amazon, type in my name, Deb Sofield, and all my books will appear. All right, heads up, my message today is not for the weak and the silly and the whiny people. Today is a tough one because my theme is if you're tired of starting over, quit giving up. It is a tough love Saturday show. Please know I'm warning you now because I want you to listen, stay with me. Let's get on the right path as we jump into this new year. I'm Deb Sofield. Thanks for spending these next few minutes with me. Let's get started with today's show. So I have to give you forewarning. It's a little tough love, but it's because I care about you. And I've entitled it, Hey, if you're tired of starting over, quit giving up, people. And I have to admit, I love the quote. I'm not sure who said it, but wow. If there was ever a billboard that we should put up all over America, it's this one. Ding, ding, ding. If you're tired of starting over, people, quit giving up. I hear people say to me all the time, Oh, Deb, I'm tired of having to start over. And I just want to ask, hey, well, why did you stop? Really? Why did you stop your diet? Why did you stop going to school? Why did you stop being the loving partner or spouse? Why? Hello? It's not rocket science. Because friend, if you didn't stop, you wouldn't have to start over again. When I ask people why they constantly feel the need to start over, the answer is usually something benign like, well, I got tired. Or, Deb, I just didn't feel loved. Or I've actually had other people say, I just wanted to do something else. Okay, so here's the bottom line. I'm a voice on the radio who wants you to be rock star amazing. But I'm not here to judge your reasoning. Really, I'm not. But I am curious why you think your lame excuses trump the great progress you were making at one time. I can assure you that getting restarted is going to be a lot harder than it was when you were starting the first time. Why? Because now you know that you can quit. You can walk away, remove yourself, and do the minimum and still get by. And while that seemed like a good idea at the time, in the end, you've really shortchanged your life and opportunity. Because now that you've stopped, getting started again, let me just lay it on the line, friends, it's hard. Since you now have to deal with the mess you made. See, that's why so many people just constantly want to start over. Because starting over appears to allow you to walk around the mess you made without ever having to do the hard work of cleaning it up. Or so it seems on the surface. See, the real truth is this. Hey friend, if you don't clean up the mess you've made, whether that's dealing with the truth of your situation for your physical health, or the reality of going back to school while you're a little bit older, while doable, it's hard, since life has other plans for your free time now. You may have a raw emotional issue of a marriage that's broken, or a friendship that's just gone away, and the pieces are still all around you. Here's what you've got to do. The fact is, as hard as it is, someone has to pick up all those pieces, or you will stumble over them again and again and again until you have swept them away and have a more solid foundation on which to stand. See, just because you or they walked away, it doesn't mean that the broken pieces are going to magically sweep themselves up in a neat pile for the housekeeper to take out on Friday with the trash. I mean, really, You don't believe that lie, do you? So let me break it to you straight, friend. The broken pieces are still there. Now, whether you choose to see them or not, I want to say good luck walking over broken glass in your bare feet. Even with a heart of stone, you will feel the pain of the brokenness. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but someday. And you can mark that day on your calendar that my message has come true before the end of time. And on a personal note, I feel sorrow that my words will one day ring true for you. Broken friendships, broken families, broken marriages, broken lives might be the saddest feeling in the world. And since I don't know how it started, I really can't tell you where you could have done something different to change the outcome. But you know. You knew when you started looking across the proverbial fence, thinking the grass was greener on the other side. Some of you knew when you allowed your thoughts and feelings for others to consume your mind. Remember, the body will go where the mind has been. And some of you never started out with the right mindset in the beginning. So leaving now's no big deal, since you never planned to stay. Too bad you didn't tell the little ones that you were just a rolling stone. So today I'm going to be an equal opportunity offender and talk to those who feel they've been cast aside. I am very well aware that there may be two sides. Some of you were so consumed by your lives that you never saw it coming. You spent all your time working and doing what you thought was right. Although I must admit, for many, I see that excuse a lot, but not for all. And for some of you who were so complacent, and I'll just be honest, boring, that you stopped bringing anything to the table. Okay, so this is a family-friendly radio station, so I'm just going to stop with that. You know what I mean. I'm not excusing it. But truth be told, hey, you're not fun anymore. You don't keep yourself up. You always worry about money, so you never go anywhere, even free concerts. You rarely physically touch, and frankly, you're just not that interesting anymore. I know. Listen, don't hear that as judgment. I don't know you. And I'm sure you're saying to yourself, well, Deb, you just don't understand. But before you get mad at me and turn off the radio or go to another station, just answer me honestly. Do you lead a boring, average, lackluster life? Yeah, you probably do. So what you're telling me is that people are clamoring to be around you. Because your home is the cleanest, brightest, homemade cookie, roast beef, mac and cheese house on the block. You're the one people seek out at a party. Wow, I hope so. But for the rest of you, don't be mad at me for stating the obvious. Now, what really confounds me as an outside observer is this. Many of you saw it coming, but you didn't have the guts to confront the situation. You sat by, hoping that by some miracle something would change, or the desire would just somehow go away or come back. And here you are picking up the pieces. So let me remind you, dear listener, that if you're tired of starting over, then quit giving up. Now, I want to turn that phrase around, and I want it to mean that you need to quit giving up on yourself. If you're tired of starting over, then quit giving up on you. Now, if the situation is past and you find yourself alone picking up the pieces, here's a few suggestions from your friend. First of all, sweep up all the broken pieces and toss them out the door. You didn't make the mess, but good-hearted you cleaned it up. So my advice is sweep it up and throw it out. Why? Because it's over. Okay? I'll just say it. It's over. So now that you've got to start over, let's start over with you. The passionate, full, loving, kind, interesting you. The person you were before the other people blew out your light. A friend, light it up again. And I'll just admit it, burn, baby, burn. And with that light burning inside you now, learn to fight for what you want, what you believe in, what you know to be good and right and true. That means having the courage to stand up for yourself and your family and be strong enough to take it to the end of the line, since you believe in you. Hey friend, Stop crying over broken pieces. I mean, didn't you throw those out already? Come on, you were supposed to. And stop taking the easy way out by sitting home alone and sad. Set your guard, stand your ground, and fight. For goodness sakes, for once in your life, fight hard. Show the passion that once burned bright and stop giving up on you. Why? Because if you're tired of starting over, then you got to do something about it. And quit giving up on you. Amazing you, wonderful you, happy you, loving and kind, good-looking, friendly you. Some of you need to relearn to love you and know that God loves you. I know I'm just a voice on the radio, but hey, I love you too. Why? Because you're rock star amazing, and there's no one else like you. And I know I say that all the time. Google it, people. There's no one else like you. Which for some of you is probably a good thing, because all that amazingness, well, that would be a lot to love. It might even be a little bit hard to handle. Okay, I have no idea why I got carried away today, but I'm Deb Sofield, and this is Encouragement for Your Life. Stay tuned. I'll be right back after the break. Hi, I'm Deb Sofield. If someone you know is interviewing for law school, medical school, dental school, veterinary school, college, or a job, call me. Because you need to be prepared for the interview. Together, we'll craft the answers to the questions that will be asked, even the hard ones. I'll teach you how to connect with the interviewer, work on your positive body language, and give you the powerful words and answers the interview requires. You know, for most interviews, there's a standard set of questions that you must know the answer to. And depending on what you're interviewing for, that conversation changes. You need a coach, and I can help. I have years of experience coaching for all types of interviews. Call me. I'd like to be on your team. I'd like to be your coach. Contact me through my website, debsofield.com. Hey, welcome back, everybody. So I know today is a little bit hard-hitting, but you know, we're towards the end of January, and some of you have already given up on your New Year's resolutions. Come on, that's not how it was supposed to be. And if you've given up, let me give you some ideas on how to live an amazing life and not just exist. It's by a guy I like to follow named Mark Chernoff. Now, I've edited this, but I just wanted to share some of this with you. As Jack London once said, the proper function of man is to live, not to exist. Far too often we travel through life on autopilot, going through the motions, accepting what is, and having every day pass like the one before. Everything seems relatively normal and comfortable except that constant little twitch in the back of your mind that says, I think it's time to make some changes. So, here are some ways to live and not just exist. I love the first one. Appreciate the great people and things in your life. You know, sometimes we don't notice the things others do for us until they stop doing them. Our friend, don't be like that. Be grateful for what you have, who loves you, who cares for you. You'll never know how much they mean to you until that day they're no longer beside you. Truly appreciate those around you, and you'll soon find many others around you. Because when you truly appreciate life, you'll find that you have more of it to live and give. I totally agree with this next point, and it's this. Ignore other people's negativity. Hey, listen, if you allow people to make more withdrawals than deposits in your life, you're going to be out of balance and in the negative before you know it. Ignore unconstructive, hurtful commentary. Listen, no one has the right to judge you. They may have heard your story, but they didn't feel what you were going through. So friend, you alone can deny their poisonous words from invading your heart and mind. The next point is one we talk about all the time, and you know it, you just have to do it, and that's forgive those who've hurt you. I forgive people, but it doesn't mean I trust them. I just don't have time to hate people who hurt me or my family, because I'm too busy loving people who love me. Come on, the first to apologize is the bravest. You don't have to be their friend for life. Just don't let them bother you anymore, but clean it up. Okay, relationships must be chosen wisely. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but don't rush into love. Wait until you truly find it. Don't let loneliness drive you back into the arms of someone you know you don't belong with. Fall in love when you're ready, not when you're lonely. Hey, a great relationship is really worth waiting for. Be thankful for all the troubles you don't have. So there's two ways of being rich. One is to have all you want. The other is to be satisfied with what you have. So friend, accept and appreciate things now, and you'll find more happiness in every moment you live. Happiness comes when we stop complaining about the troubles we have and offer thanks for the troubles we don't. Accept the fact that the past is not today. Do not let the past steal your present and future. Did you hear me? Don't let your past steal your present and future from you. You may not be proud of all the things you've done in the past. That's okay. The past is not today. The past cannot be changed, forgotten, or erased. It can only be accepted. We all make mistakes, have struggles, and even regret things in our past. But you are not your mistakes. You're not your struggles. And you are here now with the power to shape your day and your future. Let go when you must. It's not always about trying to fix something that's broken. Some relationships and situations, let's just acknowledge or admit it, they can't be fixed. And if you try to force them back together, things will only get worse. Sometimes it's about starting over and creating something better. Strength shows not only the ability to persist, but the ability to start over again with a smile on your face and a passion in your heart. I like that little article. It's from Mark Chernoff, Ways to Live and Not Merely Exist. And I've got a number of quotes that I always like to share with you. Thomas Edison said, "Our greatest weakness lies in not giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time." My favorite is this Elvis Presley quote, "When things go wrong, don't go with them." All right, that's pretty good, you have to admit. Mike Ditka, the famous coach, "You're never a loser until you stop trying." And here's one from Lance Armstrong. I'm not a fan, but the quote's good. "Pain is temporary, quitting is forever." And then someone said, "Never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about." That's a good one. Never give up on something you can't go a day without thinking about. Michael Jordan, "I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something. But I can't accept not trying." And then I found one that's author unknown. "On particularly rough days, when I'm sure I can't possibly endure, I like to remind myself that my track record for getting through bad days so far is 100%. And that's pretty good." Yeah, I love quotes. I don't know what it is. It's just sometimes people say it better than I can, and I like to share with that. I have another article that I'm going to share as we close out today's show, and it's a little, it's hard-hitting, kind of like this morning was my earlier part of the show. But I think it's important that we kind of talk about both sides of the aisle, so to speak. And this is from a website called Your Life, Your Voice. And it was questions to ask yourself if you feel like giving up. Now, I don't want you to give up, but I do think sometimes we need to kind of stop and refocus. And I felt this article had some interesting points. Here's the headline. "Life can feel impossible sometimes. There's never enough time to get all the homework done. Breakups happen. The relationships with your parents might be rocky. And even friendships go through conflict. Sometimes things can get so overwhelming you might want to crawl into your bed and never leave the safety of your covers. Or maybe your thoughts are more serious and you've considered ending your life to escape your situation. No matter what you're going through, just know that you can get through this. And here are some questions to ask yourself if you're feeling hopeless, helpless, or just down in the dumps." And of course, I've edited this to make it work for today's show. His first one is one that I got to tell you, when I first read it, I was like, what? But it's true because I have seen it with some people I know. Question number 1, did you take a shower today? If you've not bathed yourself in the past 24 hours, go now and get it done. Have you eaten healthy in the past few hours? Candy bars, coffee, soda doesn't cut it. You've got to eat something that gives your body health and energy. whether it's a banana, maybe some nuts, or a piece of fruit or cheese. Have you had water in the last hour? Being dehydrated can make you feel terrible. Some of you need to drink water, and I'll encourage you, if you live in Greenville, you can drink from the tap. Did you get enough sleep last night? If not, you might need to take a nap. Go to bed an hour or two earlier. Sleep is critical for good mental health, so make sure you're getting enough. Have you gone on a walk in the past 24 hours? Not just walking to the bathroom or the refrigerator, but a walk that lasts, 30 minutes. If going outside is not an option, then maybe you need to head to the mall or a large store. If it's daytime, are you dressed? Some of you need to take off your pajamas and get cleaned up. Wear something that you really like. Maybe it's a dress, a nice shirt, your favorite pair of shoes, put on some makeup, shave. Get yourself cleaned up, even if you don't go anywhere. But if you're going to get cleaned up, you at least ought to go to the grocery store. The next one. If it's nighttime and you can't sleep, that's when you put your pajamas on, fill your bed with blankets and pillows, put your electronics away, lay down with your eyes closed, say a prayer. I added that one. You might just need to put on a noise machine, something that will calm the body down. Do you feel unproductive? If that's the case, think of small things you can do today. Make your bed, respond to an email, fold a load of clean laundry, or do your assignments. Set a timer for how long you think it should take and see if you can beat your timer. It's a little bit of motivation. It might be somewhat fun. The next one is probably very serious. Any recent medication changes? If you've been put on or taken off medication, if you missed a dose, or if you've switched to a generic brand, it can really throw your body and mind for a loop. So wait a few days to see if things improve. If not, give your doctor a call and let them know. Do you feel unattractive? If so, I want you to be your own best friend and identify 2 things that you like about yourself. Come on, you can come up with at least 2 things. Did you sing or dance today? If not, turn on a song you know by heart, move to the music, sing to the top of your lungs. I suggest the Bee Gees because they make me smile. Do you feel frozen by a major decision that you have to make? Put that major decision on the back burner for a few hours and focus on the task you need to accomplish for the day. Give yourself permission not to think about the decision while you work on the other things that need to be done. And at the end of the day, jot down your thoughts about your decision. And you repeat this process until things become clear to you. The right decision will come to you at the right time. And I'll add, sometimes you need to say a prayer. I love the next one. Have you hugged somebody recently? If not, it's time to find a friend, a parent, a sibling, or a pet. You'd be surprised how physical contact can turn the worst day around. Have you given someone a compliment in the last 24 hours? If not, get to it, people. Either on social media or in person. Look for something good and let them know. Some of you might need to let a friend know what you're going through. It's important you let others know how you feel. Hiding doesn't help anyone. Are you forward focused or do you focus on the past? Listen, past events may be painful, but in a year or 5 from now, you don't know what wonderful things could be around the corner for you. So allow yourself to hope and dream, set goals, and look at the road ahead instead of the rearview mirror. And friend, if you have exhausted yourself lately, physically, socially, emotionally, or intellectually, giving a lot of yourself to any activity can take a toll that might last for a few days. Think of yourself as a battery. You need time to recharge after you have used up your energy. So be gentle with yourself and take time to recoup. That could be anything from watching a funny movie, spending time alone, or sleeping a few extra hours this week. And then have you waited a week? When life starts to get you down, it's easy to think that things have always been this way, even when in your head you know it's not true. So today, it's important that you make a commitment to keep yourself going for a week, whatever it is. And if you're still feeling this way after 7 days from now, then that's when you need to get some help from someone you trust. Friend, you deserve to feel better, and there's a lot of help out there if you'll just ask. Don't give up. Don't give up on you. And then his last point is if you need to, please talk to a counselor, a friend, a pastor, somebody who's able to maybe help you put a perspective in your life. So as a quick article I found, I thought it had some good points, questions to ask yourself. Friend, you're worth it. You're valuable. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. I say that all the time because I believe it. As I travel all over the world, I've never seen anybody like you. So know that you are special. There is a gift that you have got to uncover, or you need to relight your light so you become the hope in the darkness for others. You can do it. I know you can. It takes a little bit of work, but we'll get there. All right, I'm Deb Sofield. This has been Encouragement for Your Life. Hey, thanks for joining me. I hope you'll join me next week, same time, same place. Have a good one, everybody.